Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about temperature scales and how to convert between them. So the first two equations that you need to know are this one, which is converting Celsius into Fahrenheit, and this one, which is converting Kelvin into Celsius. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change this equation so it's Fahrenheit into Celsius, and this one so it's Celsius into Kelvin. So the first step here is we're going to subtract 32 from both sides. So this will cancel and that will cancel, and then on this side we're left with F minus 32, and on the other side we're left with C times 9/5. So because the only things on this side of the equation are the things in the parentheses, we can erase those. Now to get the C on its own, we have to multiply by the reciprocal of 9/5, which is going to be 5/9. Now when we multiply something on one side, we have to multiply it on the other. So here, we're going to multiply the whole side by 5/9, and that's really important that you make sure that you have your parentheses. So 5/9. On this side, these will cancel out, and you'll be left just with C. And then on this side, you have 5/9 times the quantity, that means in parentheses, times F minus 32. So that's your final equation for converting Fahrenheit into Celsius. So over here on this one, it's quite a bit more simple. So you're just going to add 273.15 to both sides. So over here on this side, that's going to cancel, and you'll be left with C plus 273.15 is equal to the temperature in Kelvin. So that's our final equation for that one. So now we're going to go over a couple of practice problems. So I'm going to the United Kingdom, and over in the United Kingdom, they record temperature in Celsius, whereas here we record it in Fahrenheit. So I go outside, and the thermometer says that it's 27 degrees outside. So we want to convert that into Fahrenheit, because that's what we're more familiar with. So we're going to plug that into our equation here. So we have F equals 27 times 9/5 plus 32. Now if we multiply 27 by 9/5, we'll end up getting 48.6, and then you still have to add the 32 here. So your final temperature in Fahrenheit is going to be 80.6 degrees. Now, because we started without any decimal points here, we're going to round this at this position, so we'll end up with 81 degrees for our final answer. So our next practice problem, let's say you went to a science demonstration and they were doing some really cool demonstrations with liquid nitrogen. So the person doing the demonstration says that the boiling point of nitrogen is negative 320.42 degrees Fahrenheit. So we want to know how cold that is in both Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip these equations again because we start with Fahrenheit. So we'll end up with F minus 32 all in parentheses times 5/9 equaling our degrees Celsius. So they said that the boiling point was negative 320.42 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll plug that in for F. So 5/9 times negative 320.42 and then we have to subtract 32 degrees is going to be our temperature in Celsius. So first we'll subtract 32 from negative 320.42. That should give us negative 352.42 times 5/9. So if we multiply by 5/9, then our temperature in Celsius is negative 195.79. And because we started with 2 decimal points here, there's 2 decimal points here. So that's our final answer in Celsius. Here, we're going to flip this equation again. So we'll have C plus 273.15 equals Kelvin. So we have to use this temperature that we calculated here. So C is going to be negative 195.79. And then we have to add 273.15. And that'll equal our temperature in Kelvin. So now we just have to add these two numbers together, keeping in mind that this one is negative. So our final answer in Kelvin will be 77.3, sorry, that's 9. I miswrote that. 0.36 Kelvin is our final answer. And because we started with 2 decimal points here, we finished with 2 here. So that one doesn't need to be rounded.